Good morning, KMB. Do you remember this book? Rabbit and Robot, The Sleepover by Cece Bell. We read this book in the classroom. Do you remember? I really enjoyed sharing this book with you, and we had a lot of fun noticing in the pictures some clues that helped us solve the problem, right? Like one of the problems that comes up about the remote. Shh. Let's read this book again and just enjoy it, because after I finish reading this, I'd like to share with you the second book, and we never got to read it. Rabbit and Robot and Ribbit. In that book, another friend appears. So let's start this one again and just enjoy this part and just remember some of the things we learned about each character, so that when we get to the second book, we can use what we know from this book to help us as readers and thinkers. Here we go. Rabbit and Robot, The Sleepover by Cece Bell. Rabbit is very excited. His friend Robot is coming to sleep over, and Rabbit has the whole evening planned out. He has even made a list of all the things that they are going to do. Make pizza, watch TV, play go fish, go to bed. But when Robot wants nuts and bolts instead of vegetables on his pizza and wants to play Old Maid instead of goldfish, Rabbit doesn't know what to do. Those things are not on the list. This very funny book from Cece Bell shows that even though things might not go exactly as planned, when you review the final data, the result can still be a good day. That's what is in the inside book jacket. Rabbit and Robot, The Sleepover. Rabbit and Robot, The Sleepover by Cece Bell. Contents. Chapter 1, Make Pizza, page 1. Chapter 2, Watch TV, page 19. Chapter 3, Play Go Fish, page 29. Chapter 4, Go to Bed, page 41. All right, let's read Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is called Make Pizza. Rabbit was excited. His friend Robot was coming to spend the night. Rabbit had everything planned out. Ding dong! Rabbit opened the door. "Hi, Robot," said Rabbit. "I am so happy you are here." "Good evening, Rabbit," said Robot. "Thank you for inviting me." "You're welcome," said Rabbit. "Now I have made a list of all the things we will do. Number 1, make pizza. Number 2, watch TV. Number 3, play go fish. Number 4, go to bed." "Can we play Old Maid too?" asked Robot. "I think the Old Maid is cute." "Old Maid is not on the list," said Rabbit. "How about Crazy Eights? I am crazy about Crazy Eights." "No way," said Rabbit. "Crazy Eights is not on the list either." "I see," said Robot. So Rabbit really likes to plan things and kind of have it already organized and not change the plan. So let's see what happens. "So," said Rabbit, "first on the list is to make pizza." "Good," said Robot. "My built-in food-o-meter reports that I am hungry. I must eat." Rabbit got 2 frozen pizzas out of the freezer. "Cheese pizza," said Rabbit. "Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I need the rabbit voice. Sometimes you have to change your voice. Look ahead. It said Rabbit. Here we go. Thank you for waiting." "Cheese pizza," said Rabbit. "I have carrots and lettuce and snow peas to put on top of the pizzas. I am going to put all 3 on my pizza." "Oh," said Robot. Remember, Robot doesn't like those things on his pizza. "What's the matter?" asked Rabbit. "Don't you like carrots?" "I do not," answered Robot. "Do you like lettuce?" asked Rabbit. "I do not," said Robot. "Snow peas?" "No." "Ouch!" cried Rabbit. "That hurt. Turn down your volume knob." "I apologize." Remember, we said that apologize is a fancy word for saying I'm sorry. Robot apologized for being loud. What do you put on your pizza? Asked Rabbit. Hardware, answered Robot. Nuts and bolts and screws. Yuck, said Rabbit. I do not have any nuts or bolts or screws. Sorry. That's okay, said Robot. My magnetic hands will find some. Robot rolled through Rabbit's house. He waved his magnetic hands up and down and all around. Uh-oh. This is one part that we thought maybe he should think again next time, but let's just see. Eureka, Robot yelled. Your table and chairs are held together with nuts and bolts and screws. Robot lifted a flap on his side. He took out his toolbox and found a wrench and a screwdriver. Robot used the wrench to take the nuts and bolts out of the table. He used the screwdriver to take the screws out of the chairs. My table, it says, crash, crash. Oh, look at that table. My table, howled Rabbit. My chairs. Do not be alarmed, said Robot. But Rabbit was alarmed. We were supposed to eat our pizza sitting at the table, he said. Now what? Rabbit started yelling. Where are we going to eat? He cried. He yelled all around the house. He started throwing things too. Robot prepared the pizzas. He put the nuts and bolts and screws on his pizza. He put the carrots and lettuce and snow peas on Rabbit's pizza. He put both pizzas in the oven. So Robot just kept preparing things, and he seems very calm. Rabbit was very upset. Now, Robot shouldn't have taken the table apart, but look what happened to Rabbit. He couldn't find a way to calm his body down. He was starting to turn on red on the mood meter, and he really needed to come down to maybe a green, right, to feel calmer. But you remember we noticed something happens here. What's happening in this picture? Can you see it? We noticed this is going to help us later in the book. Rabbit was still yelling. He was still throwing things. Robot turned up his volume knob. I can solve our problem, he shouted. Rabbit stopped yelling. He stopped throwing things. Oh, yeah, he said. How? Do you have a blanket? Asked Robot. I do, said Rabbit. But it is not time for bed. That is number 4 on the list. The blanket is not for sleeping, said Robot. Rabbit gave Robot a blanket. Robot spread the blanket on the floor. Sit down, Rabbit, he said. Rabbit sat down. Rabbit is very curious, like, what are we doing? Can you see it? Rabbit got the pizzas out of the oven. Robot. Robot got the pizzas out of the oven. He brought them to Rabbit on the blanket. Picnic, said Robot. Oh, picnic, said Rabbit. He bit into his pizza. My built-in food-o-meter approves of this pizza, said Robot. Approves. That means you think it's okay. Yes, this picnic is pretty fun, said Rabbit. I'll cross make pizza off the list, even though you put weird things on yours. Thank you, Rabbit, said Robot. So, now, tomorrow or next time, we're going to read chapter 2, which is called Watch TV. Try to remember what happened in chapter 1 so that when we watch or we read chapter 2, watch TV, we can remember what happened before and help us as we go through each chapter and read together. Okay? Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.